Okay, we will kick off the March 19th, 2026 meeting of the Town of Fort Branch Town Council. Roll call, Scotty DeLong present. Sandy Birch.
Present.
Bob Reinhardt. Here. Stacey ELPERS.
Here.
Sandra Hicks.
Here.
Let's say the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being recorded. Anyone who speaks is giving permission to be recorded and posted to our YouTube channel and town website. Virtual participation is not monitored, so you can virtually watch the meeting, but if you really want to speak, it must be in person. And first item is the minutes from the February 19th, 26th public meeting and the March 10th, 26th executive session. I need a motion and a second to approve those.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next is the claims, the March 26th docket from February 14th to March 13th, $317,475.96. Are there any questions?
No question.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Fund report balances, we need an approval of the February 26th fund report of $5,553,995.02. Are there any questions?
No questions.
Any motion second? I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Next up, sewer adjustments. Sewer adjustment form this time is $1,102.16. You guys read this. Any questions?
No questions. I make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We need to sign off on the February adjustment report, which was $485.49. I'll make a motion to approve the February adjustment report.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we have a request for an adjustment back to March 20th to March 26th.
2024 to 2025.
Oh, wow. In 2024 to 2025, so that basically is the year.
I mean, both years are already closed.
Right.
So, I'll can handle that, but she has a thing that says her humidifier line was leaking. And she said it leaked into her cistern.
I think we were going through a sub-pump pit and it's charged into the system and the whole thing. Is what I took from it. But I'm talking to the other person.
So,
Here's the paperwork that I have, but, I told her, the years are closed, I don't know.
how can you do that on roof?
You'd have to go, you'd have to bring it forward to 2026, but it's like 2024 and 2025.
And Randy, you believe this is true that this never went into our sewer?
I don't know. They've got putting eyes on it, I mean, and we have to believe this to tell the truth. Don't have to. We should.
How How much would that cost you?
I put it at the top, so. And I noticed that she went from 12/8/26 to 1/29/26, and I did not figure that. I told her that, I would have to just address it this month, and we'd have to be on next month's.
Okay.
But, so for the 2024, I calculated, $160.47. For 2025, I calculated 117.03. And then I didn't calculate the, current, because I just got it, so. But I told her that I would bring it up to you all, and it wouldn't be approved at this month's meeting because I had to.
I'll make a motion that if there's a way to make it work on the books and it's roughly this, 150 for each one of those years, that I'm okay with looking at it.
What was 150?
Well, each year for that year. We're not gonna make a decision tonight.
You're talking about $3 or $4.
Yeah.
What's about, I wouldn't worry.
We're good with looking at it next month. If it'll work on the books. If it won't. So how do we?
I mean, I think that, I don't understand why it took so long to bring it forward. It was over a year ago. But we're gonna have to determine, some people will actually have one credit a year, some people only have 3 months of credit a year. I don't know if that's something you wanna look into, or, you're gonna have to make some kind of standard. Especially when we're going back 2 years.
Right, let's just talk about it. Moving on. Next up is the water project. Anything to talk about there? And next up, citizens' concerns. Community 5 represented today, no. Beverly HIRSCH.
Hello. My name is Beverly HIRSCH, and I'm here from Holy Cross Catholic Church. And we are planning to have a procession like we've had the last couple of years. This will be our 5th one. And we are planning on doing a Eucharistic procession on Sunday, June the 7th, right after our 8:30 Mass. So we would start approximately 9:30, and it lasts about 45 minutes. We would like to take the same route that we had previously taken, which is taking Church Street to Vine, and then going to Main, and then taking Walnut back to Holy Cross. And we will have a policeman at the front and one at the back of the procession to help with the traffic. So I'm here just to ask for approval and see if anybody has any questions.
Yeah, it went smooth, been going smooth. And I make a motion that we approve June 7th. Bob seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
We, Jim people, old Jim people, here to say something.
I've been noticing on the south side of the gym, there's some issues there. Sidewalk, for the most part, our way along there, is getting deteriorated pretty good. There's several cracks. Most of the sections are cracked. And it's a swelling issue for the elderly, especially like some programs, basketball games, and things have been going on after dark. People, there was like 400 some people there the other night. Walking walking on an uneven sidewalk after dark. That could be a safety issue. And the gym has it all disturbed there right now. And there's probably an elevation issue there from paving the streets over the years that I'm not engineering it or anything, I'm just saying, if you put a longer, if you redo a longer stretch, and you can take some unevenness out and then maybe raise the drainage just a little bit, and like along the gym there. I'm not saying that it's town too fun. I don't know what the situation is, what the normal procedure is. I just noticed that. And I said something to the gym board, and they said, yeah, they knew it was an issue, but they didn't have the finances. I didn't think it was their responsibility to do all of it. And so I told them, I just bring it before the board and get some discussion on it. Excuse me, number one, the elevation maybe ought to be different, and just the consistency along. I don't like to go in and patch just a little bit. If I was doing it, I don't like going and patching a little bit and skipping a little bit, just like I-69 going on town to Evansville. They just tear the vehicles up there. It's a safety issue as far as stumbling. That was just my observation.
Thanks, Larry. Just a few comments. Stacy did go by and take some pictures, and anybody who wants to come by and look at these can. I saw the guys out there working today. I think they're working on the drainage. I'm not sure what they were doing, but I think I spooked them because I drove around the block like 3 or 4 times. But when Cale Calvert was here, he talked about, and it was agreed upon that drainage would be brought through the curb like it was in years past, and we were aware that the years of paving the road had raised the road on the curb so much that the drainage was going to have a hard time going through the curb. So the solution that Cale proposed and the solution that Cale said would be done was that there would be removal of the pavement along the curb for, I don't remember the amount of feet, but some amount of feet to give that water the time and some room to drain and keep going down the curb. Obviously, as part of that work, they'll have to remove the concrete over where it's currently exposed. In terms of the cracks themselves, so the way sidewalks work here in town is, and any of my counterparts can jump in here if they see it differently or have more information than I do, but we have a list much the same way that we have a list for streets, and it's prioritized by how bad it looks or how bad or how unsafe it is. And then if we touch it, any sidewalks we touch, we have to put it back as handicap accessible, ADA compliant, which raises our cost, and we have to be cognizant of that. So that said, when you look at this, although I agree with you, if you were an elderly person shuffling your feet, there could be an issue here. It's not near as bad as some of the stuff we have ahead on our list. And we started doing that I think it's probably 3 years ago now. It used to be the policy before that people would come to us and say, hey, my sidewalk's horrible. We would agree with them and do some sort of split the cost kind of thing. This council decided to change that and be more proactive, go around town, find out what we didn't like, and get a list going, and then we hired a contractor to take care of that list. The other problem we ran into is the contractor we hired locally did substandard work. So that's been another problem that has slowed us down in getting through our list. That's all I got so far. Do you guys have anything additional to that you want to add?
So Bill Knapp has talked to us a couple times about this already, and we explained that to him before the project ever started, that this sidewalk wasn't near as bad as any of the rest of them. It would be lower on the priority list, and that we would be unable to replace that sidewalk at the time frame of the gym being completed. So we've already addressed that with Bill a couple of times, so we really don't have the budget to do it. So right now, it's just gonna be, if we were to replace this sidewalk, it's not gonna be anytime soon.
I'd like to say something if I could. All the money that we spent on that project down there, and they didn't quote to put another 200 feet of sidewalk in there, that wasn't in that money, I can't believe that. I want it fixed. I want it fixed. But I really think they maybe should go to some of the businesses around there and get some donations to help do that, because I think it should have been in the figures from the beginning, because we spent $11 million on that block over there. And now we don't have 200 foot of new sidewalk that should be put in there. And that's how I feel about it. I'm not saying we won't do it, but I don't think it's very smart on the people that done it again that didn't take care of it. They made a beautiful place over there and didn't finish 200 foot of sidewalk. What's with that?
I think what we could do is, if there's a dangerous spot or a hole, get it on our list. Try to maybe move that a little bit. I haven't looked at our list in a while. I don't, we usually, about this time of year, get that out. It's about this long. And we try to fix any really dangerous spot in it and get it on our list. That's about all I can offer.
It needs fixed. That's for
Yes,
sure.
I'm just curious if you said you decided to take it for all the calls as a board instead of.
The ones that we identified proactively as usually based on Randy's observations around town.
It's the ones that would cause.
The ones that were dangerous and caused the potential for injury, we decided that we would start proactively fixing that and paying for it 100%. Now, because
Is
it's
there
like,
anything you can't take part?
it means that if this one was as bad as those, it would get on that list and we would pay for it. But it's nowhere, I mean, drive down Walker Street, if you want to see what we're talking about.
We just redo ours and make it accessible. Coming out of water.
I wish we could just fix them all. So somebody brought up that, the sidewalk along Main for the old gym is really bad. It is, but it looks like one of the construction vehicles that was working on the gym. I don't know if you guys have approached them or, yeah.
Somebody got damaged.
There's an ordinance about it.
If you guys want to look at this ordinance, it's available, like for the one that got damaged by, looks like got damaged by some construction. We've got an ordinance here from 1974 on that.
Also, this section here that has the drainage going through it, is this gonna be replaced, this concrete? It should be, that's the recording, that's our ordinance, so,
I think they're.
those two sections, okay.
And then they're supposed to grade out some road.
They did, you can see where it's built.
Okay. So the trucks were parked there when I went through there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Basically, my thought was that that work's gonna have to be done. And I didn't know what the ordinances or what anybody's thoughts was, but if the gym can pay half and the town can pay half, and get it all done at one time so that it could be a project instead of just patching, it might be an alternative.
If somebody had a quote for doing all of the work and it was brought to us and the board could take a look, I'm not gonna sit here and say right now, I mean, we could, if we'd be willing to take on a percentage of that, it's a possibility.
We've done that in the past.
It was just my observation, and if you got two parties involved, that's willing to do it. And there's a project going on there, anyway, it's a good situation to join teams together.
No promises there, Larry, just like everybody else, we've got some pretty bad news regarding our water and sewer, so, things are coming.
So what about the money that you're gonna get back from the solar panels? Supposed to get $100,000 refund back on those,
That,
a rebate or something?
or the 40% rebate on the solar panels, was the gym is supposed to, it's actually redevelopment is paying for it, so the redevelopment has stipulated that they get 40% back if we get it back.
So can they go back and ask for more money for that?
They can go back and ask.
Since they'll have that?
Way the issues and everything is going on, and I wouldn't hold my breath.
I mean, it's already spent money, so if they get it back, they doubt they have plans for it yet.
Wouldn't hurt to
The
ask.
request was that they get part of it back if they still got issues to do. But the board wasn't too keen on giving it back.
Just a question.
Just an idea. All right,
That won't be decided until maybe 6 months or so after to have the project.
okay, sounds good. Any other citizens' concerns before we move on? Okay, unfinished business, alley petition to vacate.
Yes, I drafted a petition to vacate a portion of the platted alley. Per the statute, you have to have a petition signed by the board, by you all. And then at the next month's meeting, you have an ordinance that I've drafted that you have to vote on there as well. I've drafted notice for Stacy to put in the newspaper about the ordinance, and I had to mail certified copies of the petition and the notice to the library and the teen center, and those have been mailed out certified. I don't have the green cards back yet, but the first step is the petition that you all should have in front of you. I have attached to it Exhibit A. It's from the surveyor's office. It was in the original plat of the town, and I worked with the surveyor's office to get the description of the alley, so that at the time we have to pay for another survey.
Okay.
Yes, it's that right there. And that's, that also. And I also printed another copy to put with the ordinance as well. The ordinance will have to be recorded at the recorder's office in Gibson County. But this is the process to start the alley vacation.
So signing those documents will start next meeting then?
Yeah, when you sign the petition tonight, it starts the
Oh, petition
timeline.
tonight.
Yeah, if you sign the petition tonight, and then the next month's meeting will have the ordinance. And then Stacy has the notice that she's going to put in the paper that I drafted.
All right, thank you for your work on this.
You got a motion?
So I make a motion that we sign this petition to vacate the alley.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Go ahead.
Yep.
And then next month we'll have the ordinance on the agenda.
All right, next up, take bids on the old truck for the April meeting. Stacy to apply for the lost title. What action do we need here, Stacy, on the bids on the old truck?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
That's okay. What do we need to do on the bids for the truck?
I cannot find that title for nothing. I don't, before my time, so I don't know where it is at. So I'm gonna have to apply for a lost title. And then I need to put something in the paper that we're gonna be taking bids, and we will open them in April. So I'll do that next week, but
Okay.
it shouldn't take a month to get that lost title back. We can't do anything with it until, and you didn't want a, minimum bid or anything on that?
You guys have any thoughts on the minimum bid on
On that truck.
How much?
It doesn't run, right, Randy?
Yes.
It is running?
We drove it to town hall and started it up 4 times.
Okay.
And it does run. And it started it yesterday.
Do you think we should set a minimum bid on there, Randy? You're not gonna try to buy it, are you?
The town's got its money use out of it for over the years.
Okay. All right, no minimum bid then. Do we want to set a time for an executive session to talk about, utilities? I think the discussion should be around what's broken and how much it would cost to fix it, mostly probably in regard to the reminder from IDIM that we just got. Well, those are 25 members, those aren't 26 members. So do we need to pay like another 40,000 to HWC just to find out what our flows are after?
No, we already know. We already know. They have a,
It should have a base rate of what we had, I don't know how many years ago when we had done the flow study. Did they
Well,
do a flow study?
The IDIM warning we got like today or yesterday has 23, 24, or 23 and 25, but it doesn't have, that's obviously not reflecting the rain we just got and the work this spring, and we're just now getting into this spring.
they get those numbers on a daily basis.
So that's what the conversation the folks should focus on in my mind. What is broken in both utilities? What would it cost to fix it? And what rate increases would that result in before we talk about anything else?
You're not gonna know until they know what a project is, what kind of project you're looking at, so then they can quote it out.
Okay.
And,
well,
and I need to tell you too, water and sewer are their own entities, so you can't mix water and sewer.
Right.
So if you have we have the water project going, the sewer project would be completely separate and only sewer can take care of that, where only water takes care of water. You can't mix money.
No, right. You can't
I
mix
just wanted to
money,
make sure
but
that you were,
you can make recommendations that say, hey, you're looking at a $7 million water project, but based on the warnings you've been getting and the lack of the I&I work to sufficiently make any significant reduction, if I was doing good faith as an engineering firm, my suggestion would be not to spend that money on the water and maybe divert that money somewhere else, just as a suggestion. I know it's separate projects, but same engineering firm, right?
right, but you're gonna have to, I mean, both utilities are in dire need for a lot of work. And if you don't continue to improve your utilities, I mean, everybody's gonna need water and sewer forever. It's never gonna change. And our systems are so aged, and if you don't continue to do something with them,
No, there's no disagreement
yeah,
on that.
you've
The
got
system needs to be.
you've got to keep doing projects. And granted, it's gonna cost money. But
Okay, let's find out, let's have a conversation and see what it will take to fix what's broken and set us up for success in the future
exactly,
before we look at any other option.
I know, but we still need to get together and talk about this.
Right, agreed. So, HWC would be the place to start. And once we
get those numbers and are at a point that we have actual data in our hands and can make informed decisions, I'm still of a strong opinion that we should get a second opinion, because any engineering firm, and a large portion of my family is in engineering, including myself. When they realize that your only source of information is coming from them, and the only way they get paid is through projects, you become a cash cow. So second opinions are valuable in the engineering space, in my humble opinion. So, Stacy did write down some potential dates. Did you guys see that on here?
I did. April 8th would be the best for me of those 3 days.
Yeah, because I can't do the 7th either, I just found out.
So right now, people like the 8th. Let me see if that's true.
Are you available on April 8th? It's a
I'm
Wednesday.
available.
Oh,
Whatever you guys work
Scott.
out like.
Okay, yeah, April 8th looks pretty good. We'll do that.
I make a motion to have an executive session on April 8th to discuss our utilities.
What time?
Not before
5:30?
5. Yeah, 5:30 works.
5:30, April 8th. I'll second that motion. All those in favor?
At the town hall.
Aye.
Yes, sir.
I'm in favor. Aye.
You in favor, Bob?
I'm in favor.
Okay.
That's
New
why I put
business.
it in your calendar.
Yeah.
Be there,
A big square.
or I'm not coming back.
Yeah, sorry about the confusion.
I have 2 new calendars.
I'm gonna put a big star right there.
Okay. See, it says event created, see? Okay, new business. Change of insurance for the town auto property liability to Bliss McKnight, saving $26,000 by making said change.
Thanks. Thank you, members of the committee. Adam Johnson, I'm the Director of Revenue for McGowan Insurance Group. Just kind of a quick background for us. We've insured you guys for forever. You know this is Rosemeyer Agency. We swapped over to McGowan in 2022. We are probably the #1 insurer of municipalities in the state of Indiana. It's, there's no official ranking out there, but we do a lot of it. If we're not #1, we're top 3. But just wanted to follow up with you all. I'm going to be real brief here, but as you said, we found a new program with Bliss McKnight. We have been with EMC for as long as I am aware. I was going to say it's been 20 years plus, and I think Dad had it with EMC since 1994 is probably the number. That has been with EMC, and I've kept on our work comp. EMC, great company, rock star company. They do a lot out in Iowa though, and Iowa's had some issues, and because Iowa has issues, we have to pay for it. So EMC's renewal for this year was going to come in at $128,000, and that was just too much. It was the world of municipality insurance has been up, 10, 15% a year over the last couple of years. But it's time to have leveled out, and we are starting to see that market soften's not necessarily the right word, but level. And so went to Bliss McKnight, had a good conversation with them. We do a lot of business with them as well. We're EMC's #1 insurer in the state of Indiana. But had a conversation with Bliss McKnight about coming in and getting a real good aggressive look at your all's program. They did do some things a little differently. We used to have the property on a blanket to where basically, all our property was pooled under one value. They don't do that. They won't do that. So we do have them individually broken out from building to building to building. is how it's insured now. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing different about that outside of, we just gotta make sure that, McGowan Insurance Group has to make sure that we're paying close attention to those building values and making sure that we've got them properly up to date from year to year. But we do that all the time. That's our problem, of course, for the most part. They also don't do an umbrella policy. So what you'll see on our new program is that we used to have $1 million limits and a $5 million umbrella. Bliss McKnight adjusts that by doing a $5 million general liability limit and a $10 million aggregate. And that gets us well within our $700,000 limit on Indiana statute on what we could be sued for in a given event is $700,000. So we're in really good shape there. That is just something that they've done differently. The catch with that is that we now no longer have an umbrella going over our employer's liability. We have $1 million employer's liability with our work comp policy. If we were the city of Evansville or Vanderburgh County or Indianapolis, that's a problem. We're not, so it's probably not a problem. The odds of our employer's liability, so us as the town of Fort Branch doing something negligent to the point where it costs someone over $1 million that'd be pretty impressive if we were able to pull that off. So again, if we were a larger entity where we had employee benefits, where we were rolling benefits constantly, we had 300 something employees, that's something that we need to worry about. But even if we forget to add someone to the benefits, and we forget for 20 years to add benefits and they go to retire and they're like, where's my 401k? And we say we forgot, it wouldn't be $1 million. So probably in pretty good shape there. And then finally, what I did realize is, as I was kind of going over my notes, we do have mine subsidence on our new policy as well. I'm going to see if they'll let us break that off by location. That mine subsidence is running $6,600. Mine subsidence only covers subsidence from mines pre-1954. Anything after 1954 is the mine's problem. We have the water and sewer plant out on Coal Mine Road is over a 1954 mine. So that is the one area that we have a mine subsidence concern. If they'll let us just break that location off and just do mine subsidence there and nowhere else, we've got another $5,000, $5,500 in savings that we can find as well. So ultimately, really good program, really good group. Our total spend is going to go from $138,000 if we would have stayed put. We're down to $110,000 on the year, and we can get down to 104 if we're able to break off some of that mine subsidence. So overall, really good program, really aggressive. Mark is their loss control guy, and he's going to want to come in and sit down with us and have a conversation and make sure that we're doing all the right things, but we are. We've been very good practicing town for a long, long time. So
when will we know if the mine subsidence thing is a thing?
Connor will text me in an hour.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I caught that as I was going through my notes this afternoon, and I said, hey, can we break that off? And normally he's out and about, so he'll get back with me this evening at some point, more than likely. All right. But that's where we stand as a whole at this point. I don't know if you had any questions. Just and again, in general, we see it all. We have over 200 municipalities in the state of Indiana. So if you ever have any general questions, I would just like to extend my experience with those other municipalities as things come up, or if they never do come up. Then we are here. We are a resource for you all.
What about the earthquake?
Oh, so the earthquake, Bliss McKnight does not do an earthquake either. So, well, they will, but they have a capacity issue. We're Posey, Vanderburgh, Warwick, Gibson, and then some Illinois counties are what Liberty Mutual considers the whole. Wind, hail, earthquake, flood are all major problems here. And Bliss McKnight has their own insurance company that backs them up, and Bliss McKnight's reinsurance company will not let them take on any more earthquake capacity in this area. So EMC gave us that earthquake within the policy. We had to go get a separate earthquake policy because of Bliss McKnight not having the capacity to do that. And honestly, EMC has been doing that too. EMC non-renewed North Gibson Tool Corporation for some of those issues as well. So it's not unique to Bliss McKnight. We did have to go get a monoline earthquake policy for $21,000. So Bliss McKnight's total policy is $70,000 plus the $21,000 gets us to 91. My math's off. I'm missing it somewhere, but we're at about 104 on the year. So maybe Bliss was 77 plus 21 is 98 plus 2,000 for the cyber. I might be overestimating what our final premium is. We might be south on that. Oh, work comp. That's what I'm missing. The work comp's about $9,000.
I haven't seen them there. So I thought it was a good idea
Yeah,
to save money
definitely.
When do we have to make a decision?
right now. I just needed a motion in a second.
Yeah, we technically renewed yesterday. And I went ahead and told them, let's go with this, but anticipating that you would like to save $30,000.
Confident are we, Adam?
No, I gave him the okay.
We can always tell them to stop and turn the other one back on. We're well within the window to play those games. So
I was all about saving money.
Yeah.
Equivalent coverage,
As long as we're getting the same coverage.
Yep.
Deductibles ain't too out of line.
maybe even better.
yeah, it's
They're pretty well saying
it's different, but it's the same. It's same coverage in a different way than what we have in the past.
I'll make a motion to move the town's insurance to Bliss McKnight.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, Adam.
Just real quick, I'd like to
Yeah, go ahead.
give you all kudos, and this isn't just brown nosing. Again, we see a lot of municipalities. I can send you a link of some nightmare town council sessions. You guys do a pretty solid job. So congratulations to you guys on being functional.
Thank you, it's nice. It's nice to hear.
Oh man, do I have some links.
Thank you.
Next up, under new business, sump pump distribution on Strain Street. Talking about the library.
No, this is on Strain.
Oh, Strain,
Did you get pictures back?
No, I didn't.
Is this a new one that we haven't had?
It was, right, it was there years ago. I don't even remember. Remember when, Fred, when the Beesings used to live there? So it's been
It's the,
10, 15
where
years.
it comes out at, it's been there for several years.
Yeah,
Because
but it's just now starting to spew all over the road.
Have we done anything yet to address it?
No, and so that's
We
why,
have an ordinance for it, right?
yes.
So why don't we just send a letter to
Well, I
everyone?
didn't know, because you have certain letters.
I sent you the sump pump letter that I used as a template.
Oh, you did?
I did. You have it, so I can't touch this one. He's family and the client, so I can't, I'm conflicted with him on strings anyway, so.
If you can't find anything, but,
Yeah, I'll definitely send it again.
Yeah, so it looks like we have a question of how to address it. I think we just use our ordinances and address them with letters, please. You guys agree?
I'll agree. What's the genesis of the next one? Outstanding warrants 2 years or older.
Okay, hold on. Okay, and you said just letters each time.
I mean, whatever the ordinance allows you to do, there's a
I
certain.
just didn't know if
ordinances
you
have
wanted to send the
citations.
letters, or if they could come from us.
They can come
That's
from
why I'm
you.
asking.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the ordinance says, after they've been warned, it's a fine, or it's a fine after so many whatevers. I don't remember, but we'll just do it.
I know we have an ordinance, but I just didn't know if it needed to go through Sandra or if it's something that we should do, so. I
Okay.
know the last ones were done through Sandra, so that's why one hasn't gone out yet. All right, so the, outstanding warrants 2 years old and older, these are all checks that are 2 years old. They're void after 2 years, and so we are putting them back into their respective, accounts. So I have, stopped payment on these checks that are 2 years old and older. It has to be done in, by the March meeting. And so we have, a $75 check that's dated 8/9/23 that needed to go back into the general fund. We have an amount of $1,445.98 from 4/5/23 that needs to go back into the sewer account. And we have $846.70 for checks dated from 4/6/23 to 3/7/24. And those need to go back into the general accounts. So I've already stopped payment on them at the bank. I just need to be able to put them back in. So I just need an approval in a second.
I'll make an approval to start from now on, those and move into the general fund.
They go into whatever fund they
Or
can.
whatever fund they
Yeah,
came
okay.
from, sorry.
I'll second it. Do you have the total amount?
Yeah.
All of them added together?
$2,367.68.
Thank you.
Is that the standard that for the state is 2 years? Is that the?
Wow, yeah, I mean, we didn't set it.
Yeah, okay. Like the deal, yes.
I think it's set by state board of accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you make the motion? We do. All those in favor?
Aye.
I thought we did.
I second, we said this.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was sending you here.
Okay, so.
All right.
Okay, I'll look at it again.
Next up, ordinance 2026-1, amendment to salary ordinance 2025-7.
That's just, this is the only change that was made. Sandra looked over it, she approved it, so that's just a modification of getting that November election because I failed to see that whenever I did the agenda or the ordinance to begin with.
Do we need to make a motion on that then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the modification to the salary ordinance.
I second.
All those in favor?
Nice.
Huh? I don't see it either. Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
The details on it is just to add the holiday for election day, November 3rd.
Just write it on there. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's,
Carried to the back.
just write it down. I was in a hurry to get this done. The salary ordinance modification. And that was to add the November election day.
Yes.
Who motion and seconded?
Have a motion.
Sandy. Okay. And then the next one,
The unlawful use of public records, the new ordinance.
oh, that was the one that I gave you last month, told you to look over it and see if it's something that you wanted to do or not.
We do it, we want to do it.
Okay.
And I'll make a motion that we enact the ordinance to prohibit the unlawful use of public records for commercial purposes.
That's 2026-2, isn't it?
Yeah, I need a second.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unlawful use of public records.
Department head reports, town manager, street department, first bullet point here is upgrades to SCC.
That's this building.
Yeah, to the senior center. Did you, get some quotes to fix some stuff or
We're talking about the floor and the
in
cabinets.
here?
No, I did not go out and get any quotes on cabinet work.
Is that something that you want him to do?
Yeah, we'd like to see some roofs.
And we did get the water softener tankless installed, so it is in function. We built all the faucets, so they are not leaking anymore. And
The ice machine's gone, right? The ice machine.
it is still here. It has been unplugged for probably 4 years, at 3 at least. When Jimmy was in here looking at it, he said it looks like someone had used the wrong type of cleaner on the evaporator, so it started to hit it. So it will, eventually, you're not going to have good clean ice. You'll have parts of that, I guess it's a nickel plate, whatever. It just wastes water, because it's also the size.
It's a boat anchor is what you're telling me?
Well, it makes somebody, that can use 250 pounds of ice in a restaurant, it'd be awesome. If the evaporator is still good and sealed. I didn't look at it to see that it's pitted, I don't know.
Or
Is it gone or still sitting in?
Oh, it's still sitting back here.
So what about underneath the sink? We had a complaint from someone who rented the building once about underneath the sink and the drain. Is that all good now?
No, that's what we
the
need
base
to-
cabinets, they're starting to look pretty rough.
it's bottom at the bottom.
Yeah, so that was.
Yeah, okay, well, if you can get those maybe next time. And then I know we've been talking about a bucket truck and I told you told me you couldn't see the Facebook ones and I told you I tried to print some of it out. So I owe you that.
I did get on there and look at some of them, and, there's one down in Louisville, Bloomington, Indianapolis. One of them was sold already. One of them had a comment on there, something about you get 4 tires to put on the back, but you had to have them installed. So if it was a good truck or whatever, would it make a trip back from Bloomington before we put the tires on? I know the prices jumped around anywhere from 9, 14,000.
And I wasn't in love with any of them necessarily. I was just giving you material to research. If you don't like any of them, you don't like any of them.
You also have to know.
The biggest thing is if they would offer some kind of, if they had maintenance scheduled periodically, if they could test that dielectric test. That's the biggest.
Some of them in Louisville were coming from an outfit that's what they do, because they sell used bucket trucks. But the others were just individual.
I talked to guys from Center Point, and usually when their trucks get around 300,000, they take them to an auction in Indianapolis. Don't know if that auction just once a year or just when they get fleet. So he's supposed to get back with me when that happens and their trucks go up there. Like I say, they're pretty well maintained.
What about the one that are down?
They call you mentioning it, but I'm not, is this?
You guys got pictures of it. Seen it because you were talking about the wheels had some rust on it.
Oh,
I probably still got the papers printed up in the office.
Okay. Can we bring mine back next month?
yeah, do that.
Bring,
And I'll continue to, if you have a way to see them now, I won't have to print it, I can just send them to you.
yeah, you could send them, it'll pull up just a little bit, because I don't have a
Right.
Facebook account. I can pull up a little bit of it.
Okay. All right, moving on, police department, interviews for 3 applicants. Do we need to set dates for that today? Do those interviews? All right, you have suggestions of?
Well, it does matter. Don't make it.
When? 8, 9, or 10?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we don't want to wait that long, right? We want to do it sooner than later, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. And that's
we do it this month.
like 3 more weeks, yeah. Monday next week, I'm available Monday. Does that give us time? No, because we gotta have 48 business hours.
You can go.
Huh?
You can go.
Yeah, what about the 30th or 31st?
We can't do it the 31st, we have a fire territory meeting at 5:30.
Yeah.
It'd have to be 30th.
Monday the 30th? Yeah, I'm okay with
What time?
that. Are you gonna knock out all three at the same? Monday the 30th?
Okay. Yeah, we might as well do it.
Monday the third.
How, what do we need, 30 minutes per?
That's
um, So you wanna do them 5:30, 6, and 6:30,
fine.
Monday the 30th?
5:30?
Yeah. And we can start earlier if you want to, it's up to you guys. Okay,
I'm there till 5, no matter what, so.
you guys gotta eat, that's all I know.
I can't get there before 5.
Okay, so let's just stick with 5:30, 6, and 6:30.
That's, I need a motion second.
I'll make a motion for Monday the 30th, 5:36 and 6:30. Executive session, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Quotes on radar system, that's what we have right here, right, the three?
Some of it.
Two of them, two have on the railroad system.
So I roll on.
Okay,
So one to install is the three guys for radar unit and uninstall. The one for top here is the purchase of radar unit from them and they install. That's the same there.
so they're a couple $100 higher, but they install, which is convenient.
They remove and install.
And remove and install.
And part of that, the copy is, they're also the ones that are going to install the actual camera system.
Which is this,
So,
Same
That's,
thing.
that's,
No,
that's a different.
that's what we already bought.
We'll
oh,
get to that.
That's an extra piece
Okay.
to it.
So.
It's an interpreter, language
Is
interpreter.
cops gear recommended amount of gear or? Okay,
where are they located?
They're up north, but they will come here.
all right, that's even better.
The company, they'll come here.
Okay.
And it would come out of, safety, public safety, yeah.
Those new funds?
All right, I make a motion that we go with the cops gear to get the new radar.
A second.
All those in favor? So,
The other thing that you have to match on there is, the body cameras. These body cameras are capable of translating almost any language. And I saw it used the other night.
that's pretty cool.
All you have to do is press this button on the side twice. And whatever language you're speaking, this starts talking. And it can tell you what they're saying. And when you talk in English, you can translate it. Very much easier to do. And, wow, you get more.
They have headphones now. Really? You got headphones? and it translates into your ear. Or you can have your phone say,
Almost real time.
there's an app that does that too. But yeah, that's right, Stacey.
So the quote that I have here is
It
showing.
uses AI to translate.
Estimated FAET tax. I emailed and told them we don't pay tax. And I looked at FAET up to see what it was.
Yeah.
And it's firearms and ammunition excise tax.
Oh.
So I asked them, what does this have to do with firearms? I haven't really.
Okay.
Okay, so Bob couldn't hear anything you were saying, I'm just gonna tell him real quick. Okay, so
And
this is,
this price is for both cameras.
okay,
Two.
for both officers. Okay, so this is AI assist for the camera, that he pushes a button on there, and then translates if somebody's speaking a different language. It says it out loud, what they're saying, and then it takes what he says back to them and says to them in their language, using AI.
It's a new camera as well, though, right?
Huh?
It's also a new camera. It's not just.
This is the new camera,
Yeah.
From
Okay, got it.
But this is the cost of the AI
This
system,
is
not
just for the
the camera.
software.
Yes, because I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First.
It's an add-on.
Yes.
Okay.
So I make a motion that we go ahead and buy this for those cameras.
I'll make a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll make sure I wait until the prices.
I think they will, because it says on the bottom.
See,
Good.
One other thing I'd like to ask you about your opinion on is registration.
I'm having trouble there, I'm sorry.
Golf carts and
Yeah,
registration. Can we do a lifetime permit? And say just charge them $100 for the lifetime, their lifetime,
What's our current yearly permit cost? I mean,
$25 a year,
Oh, yeah.
but
you're saying 100 for a lifetime?
lifetime.
But it's in an ordinance, right?
The lifetime's not, the cost
The $25.
yearly is, yes.
Yeah, so we'll have to modify.
Modify the ordinance to include
Yeah, if
lifetime.
they have an option for a lifetime license if they want.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I've only had 4 re-registered so far, and that's one of the problems. And I'll still have people registered in July.
Mhm.
If they get a lifetime, they want it very late, and more life.
But it only sticks with that person.
Yes,
Right,
it goes with
yeah.
that person, not the golf cart.
With the person.
So if they get a lifetime permit next year, and then they buy a new car for next year, we just transfer.
Just kind of pick up a new sticker, a new lifetime sticker. Will we have to have a special lifetime sticker made then?
I don't know whether it's more special than what you have now. If it is, it should be.
I just thought it might identify one by color some way, you know?
Yeah, I would,
Yeah.
try to figure out something that's not like anything right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only had 4 registered so far. And I asked 2 of them requested me this afternoon.
My plan needs to be that.
So you're gonna have it by person, but what if they get their new golf cart? Cover that?
Follows the person.
he's transferred.
The new person, if the person buys a lifetime permit, that permit stays with them. If they buy a new car, we just issue a new permit.
New sticker.
So if you bought my,
You have
Golf
one for
cart.
sale?
no, I'm just saying, if you bought my golf cart,
Take that
then
sticker
you
off.
would have to get a new lifetime sticker because it doesn't transfer with the cart, it only transfers with the person.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we adjust the ordinance to include a lifetime license. or permit.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We got the, no parking signs put up over here.
Oh, yeah?
Nobody parks there. Nobody parking on the street. I had one person parking on the street. Parked down there in the thing, it's like, but the person across the street blocks some traffic cones. Put them out there.
On Vine Street?
Yes. And I picked them up from the easel.
So the sign has been an effective deterrent?
Yeah, there was no way.
Did you get the right parking ticket?
No.
Dang.
No, because, you heard, and this is not him, this is the public. The curb's not yellow, and there's no parking sign. The sign's not there. It's not right, it's kind of clear. It's parking.
Sir.
So we gotta put.
But it worked. I mean, what they did was great.
Request to amend your HSA.
Carol needs to work with his
Okay.
agency. Approve that.
I'll make a motion.
July.
I'll make a motion to approve the rest of the HSA money for there.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Water department. Oh yeah, we need to set a meeting to discuss the inspection of the Strange Street water tank. They sent out an email.
I told them they needed to come here, but, or.
They want to
here.
do is, they want to
I'm
do
tired of
a
meetings.
Zoom. We can do a Zoom with them, right?
They want a Teams meeting.
A Teams meeting.
Just need to set a date or nothing.
If we're going to do Teams, it doesn't have to be, for me, I think do Teams. It doesn't have to be, 5:30 or later or whatever.
I mean, they can give, if you want to listen to it, and then you could bring it back to the April meeting. I don't know if that's gonna be too long. I don't know what they're gonna say. So, I mean,
If it's during
if you all
business,
can't make it, then
Can we put it on our executive session to talk about utilities?
she wants to know if we can do it at the same time.
they wanna talk to us. They,
I know, but while we're all there and having the executive session to talk about utilities, can we have them see if we can get the Teams meeting during that time?
I don't think that it's a reason to have an executive session. I don't think you can. There's
Well,
only
it depends what
certain,
they're gonna say to us, right?
there's only certain reasons.
If they're going to do it via Teams, we can do it during business hours. This is schedule it, I'll make it work. If I'm the only one that has to be there, I'll just make it work.
I'll attend if I can, but I can't promise this. I can't make it talk.
How do you want me to respond, or do you want to respond to it?
Just say.
They're not gonna listen to me, I already told them.
Okay, I'll respond.
I already said when they could do it, and they didn't like it, so they went to you.
I'll respond. I think that wraps it up.
I hope so.
All right, the next monthly meeting will be on Wednesday, April 16th at 5:30 PM here.
Should be a Thursday. shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be Thursday, sorry.
Did I still have that same?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I fell right into your trap.
I was in a hurry, I had lots on my mind.
But it's the 16th is a Thursday, so it'll be April 16th, 5:30 PM, right here. And we adjourn at 6:39.
Make a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
6:39.
Remember I asked you yesterday, or I asked somebody? I knew I was late getting on the agenda, but I thought.
Oh,
I thought you were here for that.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no, go ahead. Well, go ahead.
We thought you were here for that.
Last year on Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, you allowed Julian's and our library, brewery to close off some roads, have a car show. We had Scott Mason play, we had some food trucks. We thought it went off great, and we would like to try to keep it. In response to some questions that you probably would have last year. Here we shut down the roads at noon. The show started at 2. showing that at 8, we had the roads back and open. We, ran some ads to advertise that the roads would be closed. Talked to some neighbors. I've already talked to some, we're already doing it. I have rented the gym for parking so that we don't have a conflict between the gym and what we're doing. Last year, we donated any proceeds to Community Pride. We hope to do that again. We plan to do that again and have them participate like they did last year. And like I say, a couple food trucks, a live band. And maybe, I'm gonna ask around, and maybe local churches or something might want to put a food stand, some type of fundraiser. Try and maybe just move it along a little bit from last year. But last year, we really had no problems. So, it's the 23rd. And I apologize for not having it on the agenda. I didn't know I was the one to be here yesterday.
Okay,
So,
no worries.
May 23rd?
May 23rd, that will be Saturday. I've talked to the library. I've talked to the people on the corner. Stephen, I can't remember their last name.
Daryl, do you have any recollection of any friction with that last year?
What roads we shut down?
We were part of the way down Locust Street and then across in front of the gym. We went down past the library.
Just like last year,
Okay.
We really can't do
It's
that.
all the way down to church on Locust and then,
Yeah,
Past the library?
it was one block past the library.
okay.
So that's not church.
Um,
It's church.
No.
Is the library, it's the whole block, the bank is one block.
Okay.
You
So-
walk past that.
Don, did it start here? Like on
Track.
Prairie?
We started at like at the railroad track. That's it. We shut off just the other side of the road.
Okay.
The railroad didn't bark at you?
Well, we didn't want people to get stuck on the track, so.
yeah. That's never,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen movies.
Best way
it's
to
not
do
good.
So we went past that. Actually, the town health, calls
Yeah, I think they had maybe 6 to 8 homes.
different things to help us, yeah.
This place is probably gonna be rented. I don't have the calendar, but if it's rented, they won't be able to park here.
Yeah, I don't think, we'll have the gym part. We have uptown.
Yeah, you got plenty of parking.
Holy Cross is not far from where we're blocked off.
Well, probably that restaurant, they'll be closed.
Yes, ours was closed last year. The ice cream stand was open.
Well, L&L or whatever it is.
Does the
It
event
used to
have a
be
name?
Zach's.
Does the event have a name?
No, but it probably should.
Right.
It probably should. We had a good turnout last year. We had a lot of cars. We think it went off without a hitch. We would like to try it again. We would be happy to maybe turn it over to Community Pride or something. First year, basically, Julian's was their first year. Nobody knew they were there.
Right.
We did have Scott Mason set up over there, And we may have, try to have two meetings.
Okay. So it's just the car show extravaganza?
Yeah.
Scotty's gonna name it for you.
All right, I'll make a motion to allow the event to occur again this May 23rd.
I'll say.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And
Thank you very much. And we will do everything we did last year, security wise and everything tonight.
Okay.
I think we're smooth on road.
So you guys are gonna be doing the blocking off the roads?
You may ask Randy for some comments. We will handle that.
And what time did you say you're gonna start?
Shut down the roads at noon. The car show starts at 2, showings at 8. We will have the roads open by 9.
What'd you say was at 8 showing?
The end of the show.
The end
End of the
car
show, okay.
Cars are out by,
Okay.
Dawn, did you occupy both sides of Locust, or did you leave one path in case of emergency vehicles? I can't remember.
we did not.
You stuck to one side, wasn't it?
We had cars on one side.
Yes.
Yes, we stuck the cars on one side.
Okay.
We had a road block, no, but the road could be, yes.
Okay, so I think when I called that in, I think I called it a restricted lane, but it was closed off for emergency vehicles for someone at the car so that they can get through. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you could do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we will adjourn the meeting for the second time. I'll make a second motion to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
6:48.
Sorry, that's my fault. I thought you were here for the.
Well,
I know, I've got a lot going on. Yeah, a lot. Shut that off.
Yes.